for me, it's about life. It really is about life. It's what occurs to me, what comes up in me, what I want to speak about. And when I'm teaching choreography, I always say, you have to need to speak about something. You know, if you need to speak about a circle, fine. But it has to be something that you care deeply about. And that's pretty much the way I work. I work because things occur to me, things happen to me, and I want to speak about them. Simplicity means, to me, to come down to the core, to not carry a lot of excess, to really be able to strip down till you have one center inside yourself that you carry moment to moment through life, so you're actually living at the moment that you're there, right? You're not worrying about the past, you're not anticipating the future, you're not carrying a lot of garbage with you, you're just simply moving from one step to the next. I believe you must be clear, and that's what I think. I think clarity is simplicity. I'm Jennifer Muller, and I'm the artistic director of a dance company called Jennifer Muller The Works. Well, our mission is really to take our creativity and support creativity in all its forms. In terms of being a choreographer, I'm always looking for what is the kernel of it and how do I express it economically and simply. Now, I can be complex in terms of what the vision is, like three focus on stage or something like that, but still it comes down to what is appropriate for this piece. And that's what the simplicity is. Everything for me comes right down to the word communication. I choreographed my first piece when I was 7 years old. I still remember it, actually, strangely enough. Well, I worked with other companies. I worked with Pearl Lang when I was 15, and then I went to Jose Limon Dance Company when I was 18, which was a phenomenal experience. And I was with him for 9 years. At the same time, sort of overlapping, I was the associate artistic director of the Louis Falco Dance Company. And we kind of grew up and danced together, Louis and I, in a way. And then it came to be a point where he, in a way, wanted to move away from his company. He wanted to stop it for a moment. And so I went out on my own. I went out on my own in 1974, so this is our 40th anniversary. Over the years, developed an approach to technique that now is called the Muller Polarity Technique. And it came from Eastern philosophy. It came, strangely enough, from reading philosophy, not from taking things like Tai Chi and Qigong. Because I only found them much later, after I had already done the technique, or the basis of the technique. But it's about the way energy travels through your body. So it starts at a very simple place. And I'm even telling the teachers who have taught the technique worldwide for years, you got to go back to the beginning of it, because when you're dealing with someone who doesn't know the technique, you start with two things, up and down. That's where it starts. Energy in, energy out. So I think that's the simplicity, and then that is carried on in the way the dancers dance in the pieces. They're comfortable, they're not filled with tension. You know, we say replace tension with energy. They're comfortable in their skin. I look for people that are individual. I look for people that are not arrogant, that don't carry defensive arrogance with them. And I look for people that want to be generous in spirit and work hard. And that is stripping away. It's about stripping away. It's not about adding frou-frou, it's about stripping away. And that's the same thing that I was saying with the exercise in Qigong, is that you're stripping away, even personally, you're stripping away all the excess that you don't need to carry around with you. Excess emotion, excess worry, and get to where you are, which I love, the exercise of being exactly where you are at the moment. I try to start with a kernel of an idea. I worked with a man for many years that I adored, and I'd say to him, well, what's the piece about? He would say, oh, many things. That's not simple for me. I mean, for me, you have to be able to boil it down to this simple kernel that will express what the piece is. And if you can get into one sentence, that's the best. Because when you can do that, then your imagination can serve and help you create. Well, I think that what we do is we try to touch minds and hearts. You know, I try to do things at times that are challenging to an audience. I try to do things that are uplifting and exhilarating. So basically when you come out of our performance, something has happened to you. You know, something has changed in the way you're looking at us or the way you feel at the moment. And to bring our rep out to the widest audience possible. And I really believe, I'm very touched after all these years to really believe we've changed some lives. I think that that's really an important thing. We've played in places like Chile when it was a military government. We played in Argentina, and I still remember them saying that, they still remember to this day, that just the way we were on stage made them understand what freedom could be. And yet the way we dealt with each other on stage, the way we were on stage, the generosity of my dancers, and it just changed the way they thought about dance, the way they thought about it. It changed them. There are a lot of people that believe that there are certain parts of dance that it should just be for people who understand a certain kind of esoteric dance, right? My thing has always been, you can view it on whatever level you come to it with. If you come with great sophistication about dance, you can view it on that level. If you come knowing nothing about dance, you can get something out of it, and you can take something home with you. And that's very important to me. People love mysteries, but they don't like to be confused. You know, I mean, people love mysteries. I love mysteries. But they don't want to feel that they don't know what they're doing. And I think a lot of the larger public in the States feels that if they would go to contemporary dance, they're just not going to understand it, and they're going to be scratching their head, and they're going to feel stupid. Because I think you get it because it hits you. It hits another life. That's how you get dance. You know, it's like you get music. It hits you. It touches you in some way. And that's the way you get it. It's not some great mystery to understand. I think when you are a performer, you can definitely feel the energy of the audience. You can feel this disinterest or that rapt attention thing that happens that makes the house kind of quiet and still. That's one thing. Number two, obviously you get feedback, right? There's feedback that people, and if they come, oh, that was very interesting, then you know you've done something that's a problem. But if they really are touched by it, you can tell. Absolutely, you can tell.
I'm Jonathan Hollander, and this is Jennifer Muller.